Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you've had a good week. So today's video is going to be a bit different. I just thought I would sit down and do almost like a life update style video for you guys, as I feel like I haven't really done one of these since I came back from my break earlier in the year. So it's just going to be kind of like a life update on how job hunting's been going, how I'm feeling with content at the moment, how I'm feeling in general at the moment. There's even a dance update in this video, so just a bunch of different things. So I thought I'd just sit down and share those with you guys. So without further ado, let's just jump into it, shall we? So I figured I would just start with how I've been feeling in general lately, which honestly is a bit lost, a bit stuck, a bit frustrated, a little confused, quite stressed, and just generally not the best, to be honest. One of the reasons for this, of course, has been that job hunting just hasn't really been going very well for me. I know that some of you guys might be in the same situation and might relate to this. But yeah, I've been looking for a job and applying to places since earlier in the year, and it's just starting to make me feel quite frustrated and a little deflated as well, to be honest. I feel like I either just get straight up no's, obviously like in the nicest way possible they say no, but like I feel like I either just get no or literally no response. Like I honestly just haven't even got a single interview for anywhere I've reached out to. And I've tried a bunch of different places. I've tried dog kennels, I've tried beauty stores, I've tried other stores, I've even tried a dance studio. And to tell you the truth, I just really thought it would be easier than this. Finding a job is hard. Like, it's really hard. Like, I really just went into this expecting it to be so much easier than it has been. But yeah, so that's just been really frustrating me, stressing me out, making me feel quite deflated. I really felt ready to get a job this year, and so far just like nothing has worked out. And like I said, I've been trying since earlier this year. Truthfully, I just really felt like this year was my year in a lot of areas, and pretty much none of them have worked out at all. I'm just really trying to trust God and trust that things will work out eventually, and they'll work out when they're supposed to. But like, to tell you the truth, even that's been really hard for me lately. Obviously, I'm human, I'm impatient. But yeah, I'm just trying to remain positive and just trust God's timing, honestly. I did actually have someone suggest volunteering to me, and I did actually start out at the beginning of the year looking into that before I started looking for paid work. So I have been considering that again recently, while obviously still looking for paid work. There is actually a dog shelter near me that I love the look of, and that I'm thinking of reaching out to if they're not like too far from me, if that makes sense. As I actually did look into them earlier in the year when I was looking at volunteering before I started looking for paid work, and one of the dogs that was on the website back then is actually still there now. Whereas most of, if not all of the other dogs that were on the website back then have gone and been like adopted. And like, I'm aware that could be a coincidence, but like, I'm not generally somebody who often believes things to be coincidence, if that makes sense. And so it's got me kind of wondering, like, is there a reason this particular dog's still there? Is there a way that I can help in some... Okay, I apologise if the lighting's changed or anything. My SD card filled up, so I just had to quickly clear some of that to finish this video. So yeah, that's just really got me thinking as to whether there's maybe like a reason why this particular dog is still there, and why I kind of have gone back to considering volunteering at this particular place. It's kind of got me wondering, you know, is there maybe something I can do to help get her adopted? Or like, I don't know, like, it's just got me questioning things, you know? I also figured if I start volunteering in the meantime while I'm still looking for paid work, then it kind of gets me into the habit of like, I guess, going to a job. And I figured it might help me to get more of a routine back in a way, and like get into the routine of working and stuff. And so yeah, that's kind of a job update. I am going to keep applying for other places, I think, even if I decide to volunteer as well. If you do have any advice on the job front, please let me know in the comments. I would hugely appreciate it. Now I'm going to move on to how I've been feeling with content and creating at the moment. I'll be honest, I've been feeling pretty frustrated with that too. I just feel like I can't catch a break with anything lately. Do you know what I mean? I've just been feeling pretty frustrated and a little bit down with how my content has been doing recently. I feel like I'm putting so much in and getting pretty much nothing out, if that makes sense. I'm sure some of you guys watching this create content and can relate to this. And that's just kind of led me to feeling not very motivated to create content at the moment. Because truthfully, as bad as it sounds, I'm kind of just like in a place where I'm like, what's the point? Like, I'm putting all this effort in and not really get anything back. And I do just want to clarify, of course I appreciate all of the followers and subscribers I do have, and all of the likes and comments that I do get. I just really felt like this was the year that it was going to work out, because I'm not sure if I've said this before, but I really do believe this is what I'm meant to do, and I guess the career that I'm meant to have. And like, I've been making YouTube videos for over 5 years now. I really just thought that I would be further by now, do you know what I mean? And I just feel like I've really been trying harder this year, not only on here but on Instagram as well. I just feel like I've been trying harder with my content. I've been trying to be more consistent both on here and on Instagram, and I'm not trying to complain, I promise. I just want to be honest and be real with you guys, and honestly that's kind of something I would like to maybe start trying to do more. But yeah, and it's like even on Reels, I feel like I'm trying harder and I can be so happy with the content I've made, and then it just almost feels like a flop, honestly. I've been trying new things, I've been like trying new like transitions and all different types of content, I guess, or like ways of filming content. And yeah, like I said, I can be so happy with how something's turned out. Like literally a reel I put up yesterday at the time I'm filming this, I was so happy with it, and then it just doesn't do anywhere near as well as I guess I feel like it should be, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that in like a cocky way of like, oh, my content's so great, you know, like definitely not. I just mean in the sense of I tried something new, I was really happy with it, and it just feels like it flopped. And yeah, I've just been feeling very disheartened, discouraged, deflated, frustrated. I could honestly think of so many other words and so many other feelings to describe this. And I just feel like there's this problem for content with me where it's like the content I want to make and the content that works almost feels so far apart sometimes and like so far away from each other. So yeah, I've just been feeling a bit frustrated and not very motivated to make content at the moment. And just like I said, like I'm putting so much in and I feel like it's not getting the return that I don't like to say that it deserves, but like I just feel like it's not doing as well as I'd hoped. And like I said, yeah, it just feels like I'm putting so much more work and everything into it, and then it's almost wasted, I think is maybe the word I'm looking for. It feels like I'm putting so much time and energy and creativity and like work into these things, and then they're just wasted. They just kind of sit there and flop. I don't know that I'm explaining this the best, but hopefully you understand what I mean. Okay, now moving on to a slightly more positive update. So I do have a dance update for you guys. So you may be aware that I have been out of dance since last November with a problem with my neck and my shoulders. And I can't remember if I mentioned it on here or not, but I was basically waiting for a physio appointment to kind of see what they said and go from there. And I did actually have my first physio appointment a few weeks ago. I meant to film like a little reel for my dance Instagram to update you guys, but honestly, I forgot. So I'm updating you now. Basically, they said it doesn't appear to be a nerve issue, which is great. It appears to be muscular. And so they gave me some exercises to do, which I've been doing. And she also said that there is a very good chance of getting me back into dance, which made me very happy because I have missed it so bad. However, I have since started having an issue with my right knee. Do you see what I mean? I just can't catch a break. I just can't win. Do you see what I mean now? Basically, I knelt on it funny. I was like crawling on my knees, if that makes sense, on the floor in the living room. And I just thought originally that I had, you know, like when you kneel on the floor wrong, and I'm right in thinking it's wood under the floor, right? Like I thought I'd just knelt on like, you know, like when you kneel on a slightly uneven piece of wood and it kind of hurts. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I just thought I'd done that originally. And then it seemed to start getting better, but I'm not sure if one of my physio exercises has actually made it worse. So there's this one particular exercise where I have to like squat, and I have like a resistance band on my wrists. And as I squat, I like raise my arms up, if that makes sense, like above my head. And so honestly, I'm not sure if like the squatting has made my knee worse, because I'm now at a point where I literally cannot kneel on my left knee at all. Like it just hurts too much. Even if I kneel on my bed, when I'm making my bed, it hurts. Recently, even just like when I've been wearing my joggers and stuff, if they like brush against my knee or touch my knee, sometimes it really hurts. But yeah, so I'm going to make an appointment soon to try and get that sorted out as well. As when I was in dance last year as well, I did also start having pain in like my shins. And so once I sorted my shoulders out, I was going to go see about that as well. So I guess maybe I'll do them both at the same time. Maybe that'll be helpful. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to make an appointment and try and get that sorted, because this girl is desperate to get back to dance. So that's like a little dance and physio update for you guys. But yeah, like I said, I've just been feeling really frustrated lately. And to tell the truth, I'm bored as well. Like every day just feels the same. Like I just want more, if that makes sense. Like I just want something different. Like I said, every day just feels like it's the same stuff. And yeah, I've just been feeling pretty lost, pretty confused, not really knowing where I'm going or what's going on, to be honest. Like I think I said before, I went into this year just really feeling like this year was my year, and pretty much nothing has worked out. You know, like I also wanted to travel a bit more this year. I feel like the main goal was to get back to France because I haven't been to France in like, what is it, like 8 years? And so it would have been really nice to get back to France this year. That was one of my goals. And just to travel more. And obviously with a job not working out, equally that's meant I haven't been able to do that. And yeah, it's just been really frustrating. There has honestly been so much praying, just asking God, like, where am I going? What do I do? Like, and to be really honest, there have been many nights just like crying because I just feel so lost and so stuck and so like confused with where anything's going. But yeah, I'm just really trying to trust God and trust that he will work everything out in time. Like, what's that verse? I'm so bad at like remembering verses word for word and also remembering where in the Bible they actually are. But I feel like there's a verse, is there not, that's like, man makes the plans, God directs the steps. And I'm just really trying to trust and remember that God's timing is always right, even if I am finding that really hard because I'm just so impatient. And I've really just been praying that God will open the doors that are for me and close the ones that are not. As I asked someone for advice on the situation recently, and this is one of the things she suggested to do. And like I said, I'm just trying to trust God, and I'm just waiting and trying to, I guess, find the lesson in this, or like figure out where this is going. Because that's something else I've just really been struggling with lately, is just kind of, I guess, seeing the bigger picture and seeing, you know, is there a lesson in this? Is this like preparing me for something or building me up for something? You know, like, where is this going? What is this leading to? I'm just really struggling to see the bigger picture recently. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm hoping that me posting this maybe helps one of you guys. You know, maybe you've been feeling the same way, or maybe you know somebody who has. If you have any advice for me or anyone watching this video, please feel free to drop it in the comments. And feel free to let me know if you relate to any of this in any way. Maybe we can all help each other out in some kind of way. And yeah, if you are feeling the same way, just a bit frustrated, a bit lost, a bit stuck, a bit confused, just remember that God will work it all out in the right time. Trust me, I know that's hard to remember in the moment. I've been finding it hard too. Ellie keeps reminding me that the right job will come up at the right time when it's supposed to. But trust me, I get it. Even when people are telling you that, it's really hard to remember that everything will work out because you're just so frustrated and so like lost. So trust me, I get it. But just try to remember that God's timing is always right. It will all work out when it's supposed to. The right thing will come to you when it's supposed to. But trust me, I know how hard that is. And yeah, if you have any advice for continuing to trust God, even when it feels really hard, and when I can't see, obviously, where things are going or why things are happening the way they are, then please also feel free to let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, so that's it for this video. Hopefully this helps at least one of you to know that you're not alone in feeling like this. You're not the only one feeling this way. You know, life's tough sometimes. Finding a job is definitely harder than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, if you've been feeling the same way in any of the situations I've mentioned, or just in general, just feeling frustrated, lost, confused, all the different feelings I've mentioned throughout this video, just know you're not alone in feeling like that. You're not the only one feeling like that. We're in this together. And yeah, like I said, life's tough sometimes. It's just the way it is. You know, there are really great seasons in life and then there's really tough seasons. This year just happens to have been one of those kind of tough seasons for me. But I'm just hoping that next year's better at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just remember, God loves you, I love you, and I will hopefully see you very soon with another video. Bye guys.